Okay, this is a good question. So how early can I take the actual SAT or ACT? So I guess the student is asking me, excuse me, the student is asking me, does it count if I take the SAT or the ACT in 10th grade or ninth grade? So if you take the official SAT or ACT in ninth, 10th, 11th, or 12th grade, you can take them in any of those scores will count, and universities will receive those scores. If you took the SAT before, like in middle school for any reason, unless you requested for the score to be saved, it is not going to go on your official application. So yes, if you are well ahead and you are certainly prepared for the SAT or the ACT in 10th grade, I would say at the end of 10th grade, I've had a lot of students who've taken the test in 10th grade. However, I would say if you're in ninth grade right now, I don't think you need to take the official SAT or ACT yet. Give it some time, unless you need to take it for a camp or a class, summer class or something. But if you can take the test and you're really prepared for it at the end of 10th grade, that's fine. Go ahead. Okay, so this question is about the summer boot camp. So they're basically asking what is covered during these live classes during the summer boot camp. It's a good question. Basically, what's going to happen during the summer boot camp classes are you're going to do pre-work that's going to be assigned to you on the PSAT program. And once you come to the, for example, Smart Reader class, that was one of the things that I said is very important. It's very important to become a smart reader. During the Smart Reader class, Suniti is going to teach live, and you're going to be able to ask her as many questions as you want in a live setting. Obviously, on TestRocker, you can always ask her a question and get a response within 24 hours. But during the Smart Reader classes, it's a live environment. You can ask her as many questions. She's going to go over top questions and do rapid fire, as well as actually teach you how to become a smart reader. So that's an example of what would happen during the live class. Similarly, in the grammar or algebra classes, she'll do a lesson, and then it'll be followed up with practice questions that she's then going to solve with you and then answer any questions that you have live. But like I said, on TestRocker, you always have access to her. You can ask the question. 24 hours later, you'll get a response from her. If a 10th grader had a 3.0, I'm assuming GPA in the first quarter, but had a 3.7 in the second quarter, is that okay? So what's going to happen is it's your grade point average, right? So the universities, when they look at your grades, they're going to look at your average grade over the years. So it's great that your 10th grader was able to increase their score to their GPA to 3.7 in the second quarter. That's going to help increase that average. You want to try and avoid the lower GPAs going forward so that you can maintain a higher GPA. But, one quarter of poor performance isn't necessarily, of lower performance isn't necessarily going to be an end-all kind of scenario. But you want to really focus on keeping the GPAs up as much as possible, because like I said, it's going to get a lot tougher in 11th grade and 12th grade to keep those GPAs up. So, as you start seeing, if you're a parent and you start seeing your child's scores are slipping, grades are slipping in any class, intervene right at that moment, get involved and see what it is that you can do to help get their grades up. Good question. I have about another minute for any other questions. What is covered in the test prep planning session that you offered for free? Sure. So obviously in these sessions here, I can only provide general information because I'm trying to get as much information out there for you as possible. However, during our test prep planning sessions, basically I send you a link, we log on and do a one-on-one session where I go over any scores that you have right now. I encourage you to take the diagnostic test, your child to take the diagnostic test beforehand so that we can go over their results, their areas of weakness, any benchmark scores that I can come up with based on their diagnostic tests, followed by a plan of action. So, if your child is not scoring well right now, the most important thing we can do is just figure out what is the plan of action going forward, right? So, what all do we need to focus on? How are we dividing up the time? What's going to be the most important thing to prepare when it comes to the test first? And then how are we going to use our breaks? Which test dates are we going to attempt? All of that. So it's a long, it's about an hour-long session, but it really gives you a lot of good free information that is specific to you, your child, and your family scenario. So I do encourage taking advantage of that because I'll be able to give you a lot more detailed information based on your situation. All right, thank you everybody. I really appreciate you sticking with me through the whole presentation. Hopefully you found it useful. The fact that you're all here attending this session, shows that you are going to make this a priority. We are here to help. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. We make it as easy as possible for you to ask any questions. If you go to TestRocker.com, on the bottom right, there's always a green chat button. It's a direct line to me and my whole team, so somebody is able to answer any questions that you may have right away on there. So feel free to reach out to us. We are here to help, and good luck with your college application journey. Hopefully you got some good information today. Good luck, everybody. I hope to talk to you all soon. Thank you.